Hi everyone, Jennie McNulty here. Are you ready for your walk? I am actually not live today, so unfortunately you won't be able to ask me questions, but I've got a great guest lined up for you, and right now, as you're watching this, I am actually traveling up to San Francisco because Freelancers Anonymous, the movie I was in, made it into the Frameline Film Festival. Yay! So we're going to go check out the premiere up there. And ironically enough, a pal of mine from San Francisco was in town, and we said, hey, let's do a weird walk in LA, and it'll air when we're both in San Francisco. That sounds funny. Let's do it. All right, so welcome to the taped version of Walking Funny with one of my pals that I met several years ago, and I absolutely love this guy. It's Ronn Vigh! How you doing?
To be here.
Yeah, it is.
Walking around, while you were talking to the camera, I was watching people do push-ups. And I think I came across very creepy because I was just staring. But I am a part-time yoga teacher, and I was watching their form, and I wanted to go over and correct them, but I didn't. I resisted.
That's probably wise. San Francisco comedian killed at Plumber Park. Film at 11.
It was also very good eye candy, too.
Yeah.
That's originally why I started.
And if the truth comes out, there you go. Well, this is Ronn Vigh, San Francisco comedian, but you're from New York originally, correct?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
But I lived in New York, right after college, and then I moved to California on September 7th, 2001.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so right before the dreaded 9/11, I moved, and it was very weird.
Yeah, I bet. It must have been scary with all your friends back there.
Yeah, friends and family and everybody I know was okay, but it was odd just to wake up one day and have that be a thing you had to worry about. And just taking phone calls from my mom because they couldn't get through, because the phone lines were clogged.
Small children in the park.
And I thought, I don't know about this California thing after that. I said, I'm going to give it 6 months. And it's been 17 years.
It's been 17 years, yeah. It's great here, though, isn't it?
Look at this.
In California, I know.
It's beautiful.
Right? Yeah,
it's sunny. There's a park. There's trees. It's a nice day. Even up in Northern California where I live, all in all, it's really good weather. I can't go back, I think, to New Jersey, New York, and shovel.
It's shovel. That just seems no, shoveling. I am where your shoveling days are over.
I'm weird, and I do like sports, but I definitely don't. I like watching it. I don't like participating. I'm not that type.
You're not that butch. Well, now you were given the credit of being a young Joan Rivers. The San Francisco Weekly.
But yes,
do that.
Weekly.
Yes. You actually wrote for the Fashion Police, too, huh?
I did. That was really fun. You know what? It makes you a better writer.
I am shocked that you wrote for the Fashion Police, and not that I don't think you are an amazing writer. We'll get to that part later. I love your comedy. I'm shocked because you're nice. Seriously, that is a very mean show. So was it hard for you to write mean stuff? That's not in your normal act.
But I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, well, okay. That's what did it then. Okay. That's all you need
then. And so it's built up. It's built in. It comes installed. It's factory installed. But then I also do yoga, so I get rid of that.
Okay.
It's really nice to write those things but not have to take responsibility for them.
That's true.
And
so you could be as mean as you want.
Oh, yeah, and I was mean. I can't tell you some of the things that I wrote. Like, I definitely submitted Whitney Houston jokes and Heather McCartney. Heather McCartney, she the one with the one leg?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Did a joke about that, too.
Linda. No, not Linda. Linda was the mother. I think you're right. I think it is her.
Yeah, and here's the funny thing, though. I may come across slightly fashionable. This is my boyfriend's jacket, and because he's away in Denver right now. And I took his clothes so I could look good in LA.
Well, you're getting busted. On June 15th, you're getting busted, Ron.
Well, he won't see this. He'll be at work or something. But I already got a coffee stain on it, so now I have to go to a dry cleaner when I get back. But what I'm saying is I was writing for Fashion Police. I don't know fashion. I have no clue. And plus, you submit... God, what was it? It was probably 300 jokes in 3 days.
Oh my God.
10 jokes per look.
And just like one-liner jokes. But still, that's wow.
And I wouldn't go to sleep. I would be up overnight drinking coffee with my pajama pants inside out, wearing like a dirty tank top, and writing jokes about, this person's so ugly, this person's so... And I'm like, look at me. I'm a disaster.
There, in a nutshell, people, is Hollywood. So do not fret when you look in the mirror. Nothing is as it seems. That is certainly true. Your comedy, one of the things I love about it, aside from it being hilariously funny, the specificity is what makes you so funny. When
Really?
you do a joke, you pepper it with such cool little specific details, which is where the humor lies. So who are your favorite comedians that you have watched and you...
Well, my all-time favorite comedian is Joan Rivers.
Okay.
So it was certainly fitting that I got compared to her and then got to write for her.
Yeah.
I remember, so when you're a teenage boy, a lot of times your parents bust you for staying up late and watching porn or watching, I think it was a Scrambled Spice channel, the Scrambled Playboy or Playgirl channel or something back in the day. But no, I got busted because I stayed up late and watched Joan filling in for Johnny on Monday nights. And I was really into staying up late and watching Ladies Night Out on Lifetime.
Oh!
With all of those 80s comics of Judy Tenuta, Diane Ford,
Paula Poundstone, all those guys, yeah.
I love that. And
okay.
And that was weird. My mom's like, oh,
it could be worse.
Yeah. She thinks I remember all my friends would like sneak in VHS tapes and tape things. Like Real Sex was big on HBO at the time.
Yeah, I remember that show.
And all my friends in school were doing that. Not me. I was just sneaking in and watching comedy. So...
Well,
Joan,
paid off.
Oh, well, thanks. So Joan was like really sort of a lifelong legend, somebody that I was aware of from a very young age that just resonated with me. But then I tell everybody else, you know what? There are a lot of amazing comics out there, and it's really hard to just say this one, this one, this one. But the majority of them you wouldn't know because they're club comics.
Yeah.
Who never get famous, but they're just out there, boom, boom, boom.
Here's two right here.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're doing a show that's, it's a gay show, so people know it's a gay show, and you kind of don't have to dance that dance of coming out. Like, how do you do that when you're on stage in a straight room, say?
Which, oddly enough, is becoming more and more, not of what I do, but what I want to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Nothing wrong with straight people. I'm just saying. They all just got mad at me right there.
If you're straight, stop walking right now. I just did Sacramento. Okay. This weekend. I was a feature act. Everybody was represented. Straight male comic was the host, gay male feature, and a African American female straight was the headliner. So everybody was represented, and what I liked about it most is that those people were there to do comedy, and I was free to be me, and all I had to do was say, hey, these are the jokes, and this is how you think we're nothing alike, this is how we're alike. Right. And I get to approach it through, like, football, right? And those things like that, items like that. And that's kind of exciting to me. I don't want to fight people and say, you must agree with me, you must like me, and accept me, but that's more exciting. Now, I do love doing gay rooms, don't get me wrong, because there's things you can't do. Right.
Well, like what? And I know that, but tell the people out there that are walking along with us, right? You guys are walking along with us? What kind of things can't you do?
It could be a variety of things. It could just be the references that you use. It can be specifics if you want. You can be a little more free to talk about sexual items. True. Which I don't like to do. I'm not.
You're a very clean comedian. Yeah. Well, not very clean,
but I mean you're. Well,
you do use innuendo.
A lot of innuendo.
Yes. You're very clever. I love your writing. Because I was listening to your stuff as I was getting ready for this, and I worked with you several months ago. But I have a memory like a sieve, so I'm like, okay, let me listen to what he's... And I was laughing my ass off out loud, which is comics, we usually just call that's funny. But I was truly laughing out loud.
Well, I love this. This is good for my ego, Jennie, so I think every time I'm in LA, I'm going to come walking.
Okay, that sounds good.
But yeah, as comics too, and especially now that I'm booking, getting back to the booking thing, I book for, let's just say, major venues that have headlining talent, right, and then supporting acts, like a traditional comedy club-esque type of thing. And I basically tune into 1 year whether people are getting laughs or not, because to me, if I really watch, sometimes I'm like, I don't really get that, but the audience does.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, and that's what's important. There's somebody I book routinely where I'm like, I really don't get it, but the audience is cracking up every time.
You know what, though? I have a joke myself that I do. that I was never quite, I can't remember what it is now, but I was like, I'm never sure if you're laughing at this or if you're laughing. I don't really care. You're laughing. So I'm just going to keep saying. I know. He's Here's his new boyfriend that was doing push-ups right there. Now he's doing squats. We may just stake her for a little longer to keep Ron happy. I know how to keep my guests happy.
I'm going to freeze this shot when it airs.
This is Ronn Vigh. I'm Jennie McNulty. This is Walking Funny, where you're walking along with us. Ron, amazing comedian. I thought sketch artist, but no, actually just a comedian in a sketch show.
Yeah.
And you also have a sports podcast. It's on hiatus right now. What's the name of that podcast?
So it's called Switching Teams. A gay dude and a straight dude talk about sports. And I loved it. And you know, we dealt with more of the absurdities because I'm not like you love sports.
I do.
But you are the type that also participated.
Yes. Yeah.
I was the 1993 New Jersey Junior Bowler of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, my high game's at 299.
Holy crap, you're kidding. So on the last pin?
Five pin. I left a 5 pin.
On the very last... did you take it home?
No.
I think I would have grabbed that little fucker and taken it home.
I remember where it was,
$2.99, that is so cool.
La Martinique Lanes in Stratford, New Jersey, on lanes 51 and 52. It was a part of a tournament, the Junior Bowlers Tour of New Jersey.
Younger too.
I have one problem with bowling right now, modern bowling, which I just discovered a few months ago. Well, my one problem is ESPN airs it like at 9 in the morning on Sunday, which I am not up for.
Yeah, right.
That's what I don't like about living in California is Sunday football.
10 o'clock kickoff. I know.
No,
Me too.
Growing
That
up
and
in
traffic.
was 1 and 4. Yeah.
That's the only two things I don't like, and I always say that. Traffic at a 10 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, I don't because, I don't really drink, but if I am going to have a drink, like beer and football go together,
They do.
you know?
They do.
But not at 10 a.m.
I know.
The whole day's ruined.
And you know,
I'm a New York Giants fan, so it was ruined, but he ended up first.
I'm a Lion fan, brother. I feel your pain.
The Lions. Oh, go on.
We're gonna be good. But I was in before they had DirecTV, or I had DirecTV. I went to the sports bar every morning, right? Not every morning, but for Sundays. And I ordered oatmeal and coffee because it was 10 a.m. and the waitress gave me a hard time. She's like, "Well, are you a party animal?" I'm like, "Fuck you! It's 10 a.m." It's like,
I almost went to a game at Link wearing my blue.
oh. Wow.
I know, because I said this will be great that if I get punched in the face, it's not because I'm gay, it's because I'm a Giants fan. This is the best case scenario. It's not a hate crime.
You know, the Lions are playing up in Oakland, and I was talking about that with my partner, and she's like, "Are you going to go?" And I'm like, "No, because I couldn't go like you and not wear all my Lion stuff and not cheer, and I get myself killed out there." She goes, "You've been to Iraq, and you're afraid to go to a Raider game." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's pretty much it."
Yeah. I think I might have to hit up a Raiders game before they move, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm a big fan of Las Vegas, so I'm actually probably more likely to go see them in Las Vegas.
So that brings us to the trivia portion of the show, where we have trivia, and this is great because there's absolutely no prize. So you better do well. All right, so the first two questions are about your Giants, because I knew you were a Giant fan.
Oh no!
Trivia.
Because this was the thing with my podcast. We found really early on that we were bad at discussing sort of the stats and the history.
This is just kind of goofiness.
Okay.
You may or may not know. You probably will know this. They're just stupid things.
Okay.
All right. In 1925, Tim Mara bought the Giants for how much money?
Oh my gosh. 1925? $5,000?
$500.
Whoa!
He bought the Giants for $500. How about that?
They're worth that.
All right, on November 11th, 1943, was the last time that the NFL has ended a game in a scoreless tie. It was your Giants and whom?
Oh, wow. 1943. I gotta think about...
Give you a hint. Who else might not be able to score any points besides your team?
Well, I would say the Jets.
No, it was the Lions.
Oh, that would make sense.
It was Lions and Giants played the last scoreless tie.
But your team had a very interesting year.
We're gonna be good this year. I have faith in Matty P. He's gonna.
You know,
bring it around.
In my fantasy football team, though, the Lions screwed me up quite a bit this year because I started with Theo Riddick.
Yeah.
And then. I kind of was switching around. Galladay looked good for a little bit.
He's amazing. Then he got hurt, but he's going to be great.
And then I traded for Golden Tate, right? I always have to pause because I almost say wrong things when I say that name. And so, and you know, I made it semifinal. Do you do fantasy football?
You know what? I don't. On principle alone, the football is the epitome of a team sport. You need every player on every play. For all the dancing in the end zone that those guys do, if you didn't have a good line, you'd have never scored that touchdown. So it makes me, it's like, no, it's not about individual stats. And then I think my main hatred of it started when I would be traveling and I'd be in a sports bar and somebody would be like, yay, and cheering for me, and I think, oh, they like my Lions, and I'm like, no, I just have Barry Sanders, because they'd be cheering against me on the next play, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. So then I just started hating people.
That is true. You kind of were cheering for and against yourself.
Yeah,
a lot of that.
So, no, I don't.
The weirdest thing that I did this past year in terms of fantasy football was I was in Las Vegas, and I was waiting for the Cher concert.
I do love you, Ronn Vigh.
And a little light bulb went off, like, oh my God, I have to set my fantasy football team. And so I'm rushing to set it while waiting for Cher. It was the straightest, gayest thing.
I know, I was going to say, you're the only gay man in that building doing it. A couple of lesbians might have been doing the same thing. You've been the only gay man there doing that.
And then I was in Reno. It just reminded me, I don't know why, and I'm going to assume they were lesbians, but I don't know for sure. But I was playing Blackout Poker with a table of ladies, and then it turns out they were all professional female bowlers.
Oh! What a bizarre thing for you to be there, a junior bowler.
Yeah, so we hit it off, and we wound up knowing some of the same people, and they were just really cool people. And yeah, but that is weird, and I guess Reno does have the Bowling Hall of Fame. I didn't put two and two together.
Well,
but then that was a cool experience, because at first we didn't talk much, and then we just hit it off, and talking about football, bowling, and horse racing are my three.
Do you think, it'll be done by then too. All right, you can make your prediction, and the world will know if it came true. Sorry. Justify has now won the first two legs. What do you think? Is he going to win the third? Is he going to take the Belmont?
Well, you know what? I did not bet on Justify. Actually, I did bet on Justify. I did not bet on Justify in the Derby, yes, because I didn't think he was gonna be able to do it. And then, very last minute, I put it in an exacta. But I had a little party, I had a derby party, and I wasn't paying attention. And I didn't box my exacta.
Oh no!
And if I boxed it, I would have won money. I would have won $69, the perfect amount of money. $69.60 is what it paid. And I didn't do it because I got all excited, like I did it. But I didn't bet Justify otherwise to win place or show on his own. And then I was in Sacramento this past weekend, and so I didn't bet or watch the Preakness, although it was a small field this year. It was,
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't see it anyway. Apparently, it was all in. I didn't get to see it either, but it was all fogged in.
Oh,
so like you could when I watched the replays of it, you could. I don't know how the hell the guy called the thing because it was like.
Right. I have to look it up.
It's really cool looking, actually.
You know what I find interesting about that? I don't know if they do this at the other major derbies and whatnot, but at the end of the Preakness Stakes, as soon as the horse wins, there's a house painter, and he goes up and he paints his horse into the colors of the winning horse.
Oh, okay,
after
cool.
the Preakness every year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a little fun.
All right, well, so here's your prediction then. Justify, is he going to take the Belmont or not? We'll know. We'll know because it'll be the week after, 2 weeks after.
I'd like to say yes. From what plus I don't know what other horses. I haven't looked at the form.
All right.
But he's been 2 out of the 3 so far, right?
All right.
He's been showing really well. I was surprised. I kind of don't want him to, just because I didn't win any money.
You're mad at him.
But I think he's looking good, and I really kind of got to get, oh my God, you should see me get into a racing form. I transport to like an 80-year-old man with like a cigar in my mouth and a thing of whiskey. I get all into that, looking at the times of the...
He's not good on mud.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's why I didn't think Justify was going to do well, because we had no precedent, I guess.
He had never run in rain?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a few horses that had won local stakes races on a muddy track and so forth. So I kind of went with them. But, you know what? I had money left in my horse racing account. And so I bet the other day on some random race. And no, this is the thing. I didn't bet. I wanted to bet on it. And I said, you're just going to waste that money. But I picked up this horse that I thought, you know what, it hadn't even run a race before. It was a maiden, won a race before. It was a maiden claiming race.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is far-fetched, just 12 horses. Guess what? That horse won. I would have won a bunch of money if I did it, but I didn't.
So people, here's what you can do. You can set up a website, and they'll call and say, who didn't you bet on? And then they'll run to the track, and they'll bet their money.
There we go.
I want to thank you so much for walking with me, Ron. Maybe I'll see you a couple of days after this airs in San Francisco. Thanks for walking with me.
You'll be there.
I'll be there. You'll be there.
We'll have fun.
We will.
Yeah.
All right. I want to thank you again, Ronn Vigh. This is amazing community. Check him out. Do you have a website? Is ronvigh.com? Yes?
Yes.
And that's 2 N's.
I had to think about that because for a while I couldn't get ronvigh.com because somebody randomly had that.
How? You're the only person I know with 2 N's in a Ron.
I know. It wasn't available to me, so I went with Ron. And then when Ronn Vigh became available, I took that. But I don't know. I'm the only Ron with 2 N's, so you want to find me on Twitter or Insta
Facebook,
or whatever.
And is it all Ronn Vigh on those things?
Yes, but the actual name, whatever you have to pick, is different, and I don't know what they are.
All right, well, you can get that to me later. I'll put it on the little link on the bottom. I've got a few weeks to do that. So check out the Extra Mile with my friend Ron. We're going to talk a little bit about yoga. Maybe he'll show us his favorite pose. There's a downward-facing dog right there, or a watering dog right there. All right, thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching and walking along. This has been Walking Funny. Tune in again on Monday. See you then, guys.